Hi, folks. Today we're going to hear feedback from a lady that got an Indigo Frequency Generator. This is what they look like, in addition to several frequency keys. Now, please understand she's tired and it's a little longer than it may need to be, but hey, we're not professionals here. We're just genuine trying to give you guys the feedback. With Jewel, and she's going to have some feedback for me real quick on the, let's see, which key is that? Is that the 528 with the 4 loops?
Yeah, that's 528.
The DNA healing frequency, that's awesome. What was your first impression with that? Do you remember?
Well, I can feel the energy coming off of every single one of them.
Wow.
Like, even now it's feeling a little bit warm in my hands.
Wow.
At first it was cool, and now that I'm holding it, it's warming up again.
Wow. What other experience may you have had with it? And I mean, this is a generalized frequency that has many, many benefits. Some people may not notice them. Some people notice them. It all depends if it resonates with the person, or if, you know, they have a need and it immediately starts working, or it takes 20 minutes.
Well, I just know my life in general has been changing. I haven't been working directly with the keys. I just set them on my dresser next to my bed because I had so much going on. But I've been having a lot of intuition about things to do for my own body, for my healing. I think I kind of have a mental block that any one thing can just spontaneously heal me. But I've been led to different healing exercises and other healing modalities that have just really resonated with me. And that all started happening around the time that I got all these keys.
Well, that's awesome. That is really awesome.
So basically, I've been in pain most of my life, and I had done a little bit of what they call Feldenkrais method, and around the time that I got these at Christmas, I really increased how much I was doing the Feldenkrais, and that made huge differences in my pain level. And then I just had this other YouTube guy pop up on my screen one night as I was laying there, and he said, "Do your hips hurt? Do you find it difficult to sleep on your side or whatever?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that's me, And so then I did the exercises that he said, and that made a huge difference. And then another lady showed up, and only a couple of her things connected with me, but then just recently I tried doing this crazy yoga exercises for my youth, and that just messed me up worse. And so I was like, what can I do to strengthen my stomach and everything? I would just put that kind of like out there to the universe, and these Tai Chi exercise reels started showing up in my Facebook feed, and so far they seem to be really helping. And also, I remember that probably 15 years ago, I made a lot of progress with this miracle ball therapy that I didn't realize was basically working with, I guess I did at the time, my family says I talked about it, working with your trigger points. So I really started working with my trigger points, and I'm just like, I had been going to the chiropractor four times every single week for 6 or 7 years now, and if I went maybe twice in once or 2 or 3 times in January, and then I've only gone once or twice in February. and I'm just like, I think I finally see that I'm going to be able to only go when I really desperately need it, or maybe once a month or whatever, and I feel like I'm able to heal. I'm finding the way to heal myself, but the intuition's been really amped up. It's just hard to explain. I mean, like my husband has this gift where he can, he's had it for all our lives, where if something's missing, I can say, hey, this is missing, and almost always he can just walk around the house and his intuition will tell him where to stop, and he'll get a picture of like the basket or whatever. One time I was desperate for title to a car to show up, and I thought I looked everywhere, and he's been not having it to his degree, but when I want something, or I'm looking for something, I haven't been as frustrated because to me before, and some people will say, oh, it has nothing to do with these keys, but all these things started happening to me around the time that I got them. So.
Now, you also got the generator. Do you still have that?
Yeah.
So, let me ask you this, because the indigo frequency of that generator was very potent, and usually I'm making the keys, and I'm making generators, and I am exposed to it, is what I'm trying to say, all the time. But I even made a separate video of this one because it was very, very strong. And that frequency is very helpful with mental kind of things. People that have autism is supposed to be, let me put it this way, this is the information that is out there. People that have ADHD, people that have even ADD, and I noticed it myself. I had ADD as I was a little child, and I guess you outgrow most of that, thank goodness, but I think there may have been a connection right there, but the fact that you even feel it every time you touched it, or like you told me, you felt it through the package before you opened the package?
Right.
Okay, I'm double checking because someone else felt it after she opened the package through the bubble wrap.
Oh, I'd have to go back and check my notes on what, because I wrote some notes to you, and
oh, that would be fantastic. That would be great.
Yeah.
And I appreciate you taking the time to do this. Thank you for letting me tape this. And, if you find your notes, maybe we can do a follow-up sometime. I know you said you had a long day. Go ahead.
Yeah, and I do want to, I know you said it helped with ADHD, and I want to, now that you've reminded me that I even have these nearby, I would like to get the one to my daughter to see. She works from home, and have her keep it for a week, and see if she notices an effect from it. The other daughter doesn't claim to have ADHD, but she definitely is easily distracted.
Yeah, sort of like I was when I was a kid. That's the ADD part. But it's supposed to help. I just noticed a shift on that frequency myself. So I couldn't tell exactly what it was. I had similar situation where like you're going like, well, I know it was something and it changed something, and it was, maybe even with my focus on my whatever, my head, whatever. And I noticed the shift and the change, and I liked it. It was very positive for myself. But it's so hard to pinpoint sometimes. I understand where you're coming from. That's why I asked if you could take notes, and I so much appreciate this video conference and that you're giving me your permission to post this. So if perhaps we can follow up on another day and do a second one, that would be great. And I like I said, thank you. I know you're tired.
And on the indigos, I have one that's the key and one that's a generator. I could give one to my daughter and the other one to my other daughter, right? So that they could be checking them out at the same time.
Oh, that would be great. most of the time that moms get their children an indigo key, and it's always the moms, no fail. The report so far has been that they keep it on them. If it's a key, they keep it nearby when they're working, or they keep it on themselves. And they usually don't give much feedback. Only the one girl, 17-year-old, came back and said it helped. It felt like when she first got her ADHD medication, she said it felt odd. And I said, wow, you couldn't come up with that stuff if you tried. Just from the frequency alone. So she noticed the shift and the change, and it helped her without having to ingest anything. That's a huge thing. And I am still collecting more information, so I don't want to make any claims. I'm just giving the feedback that I've gotten. And again, much appreciate your time. I know you said you were tired. You had a long day, so perhaps we can follow up when you're feeling better.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Okay, well, that was the interview, and like you may have noticed, she was very tired, had a very, very long day, and the items had been with her since Christmas, and now it's, well, we're looking at February 17 today, and it's been a long time. She didn't even quite remember the information of the video on the frequency keys that I made of Indigo and Viking, and what was the third one she got? And the 528. So she's a hardworking lady, and pretty much just gave me what she felt, which resonated with me too. Anywho, I hope you enjoyed this, and I'm looking forward to getting folks' feedback. If you make a video, it's superb. If you make an interview with me like this, it's also great. If I have your permission to post it, I try to keep folks' identity private so they don't get hassled or whatever, and just whatever you feel, positive or negative or up or down, because that way we all learn, and I can better address issues in the future that may come up with folks or frequencies or whatever. Thanks for listening, and have a great day.